Tombolo Pine, Tombolo Pine. That was written on a tiny tombolo on an island in the Mediterranean. So that's going to be instrumental. I've been trying to figure it out. It's coming together, I guess. I want it to be sort of a classical type crescendo instrumental piece so far. I've got some footage from the spot that I wrote it that I'm going to create a video with. In fact, what I was doing, I didn't have the guitar with me. This nice Harley Benton Traveler guitar. It's pretty cool, huh? It's weird because the head is so heavy. The balance is sort of strange. I don't know if you can tell, but you know, it's top heavy as a matter of fact. Anyhow, so I was going around and I had my phone with me though, so I could record these ideas. So I'd just be humming the tune, the melody there. Voila quoi. So I wanted to continue with what I couldn't finish yesterday. Now I reached out to a couple friends of mine because things in France are getting so spicy that I really got to make some changes. Okay, so one of them is just to get the heck out of here and go to a free state. And so there are a number of free states in the U.S. and Texas is one of them, of course, and the city of Austin in particular. So I did a little brief pros and cons list here of things that are good and bad about this idea. And then there's another idea is like, whatever the case, this is my atelier and it's in our apartment, and this has become untenable and I have to move it out. So there are two items here. There's the Texas option and there's the atelier option. So the advantage of moving to Texas is obviously freedom. That's the first one. Freedom from this masquerade theater, this sanitary mass hysteria. And also Texas has a driver's license exchange agreement with France. Now in France, it's really difficult to get your driver's license. It's very expensive to take the class, and the test is extremely hard. We had a little driver's school downstairs, and I peeked through the window when they were taking the fake faux test one time, and each of the questions was a trick question. And I saw a spot on TV where they were interviewing all these people who failed to get their license on the first try. It's difficult. Oh, hello, there's someone there. Say hello. Dis bonjour. Il y a quelqu'un là-bas. Bonjour. Votre nom n'affiche pas, donc je ne sais pas c'est qui. Mais n'hésitez pas à dire un petit coucou pour nous. So getting a driver's license would be a snap over in Texas. And then I could, if I get back into France, I can use it here. The culture, so it's American, I'm American, might have a little bit more in common there. Language, my French is serviceable, but not exactly, I find it hard sometimes to express super technical ideas. I just make the words, and when you translate in your head, you sort of get confused because it stops because you're jumping between languages where it should be fluid. And you know, I lack cultural references in France, but I probably lack those in the US as well. And also, I would like to take up hunting because that is the only ethical way, the most ethical way to get your meat. That's just a fact. The downside of going to Texas or Nashville, any free state, is it's basically a one-way ticket because I have chosen not to partake in the clinical trial. So France is going so insane, Europe in general is going so insane, that I probably won't be able to get back here in a long time, which, presents its own set of conundrums. Health insurance health insurance in France is basically free. I mean, you have these small copays. It's like 25 euros to see a doctor. And in the US, it's hyper expensive and difficult, and the coverage is poor, if I understand correctly. Financing the trip, so I'd have to go over there first to get a hotel or a B&B or something, and then find a job and a place to stay. And I don't really have many moyens to do that, don't have much saved up. I think I'd like a cushion of 10 grand, of course, but you know, after the airline ticket and after rent, doesn't leave much left. And another minus point of going to Texas is the preconception of the culture. You know, that's what everyone says, but I think that's kind of bigoted. Okay, so my other option is to get an atelier here in Paris, and the main plus side of that, it's so convenient. Over the years, I've built up. I have so many art supplies and so many tools and so many things that it'd be kind of a shame to pack those up and put them in the basement and then start from scratch over in a new country. It'd be local, so I'm close to the family, which is good. I can keep the supplies. If I were to go to the US, I'd just bring my phone, my pad, my computer, a mic, one guitar, and a few clothes. And I'd be basically a mobile production unit. Having an atelier, it's good because I'd have a place to concentrate. Here, working at home, there's 3 people here and a cat, and so you kind of have to work around. We all have to work around everyone's schedules, and so it's sort of it's unsettling. It's unstable because if you have a plan, you have to change it at the last minute, like this afternoon, as a matter of fact. So you have no stability. You have no idea what you can or cannot do on a certain day or a certain time. So then we'll have a living room again, a salon, so to speak. And hopefully at the atelier, the light will be better. We're on the 4th floor here, and there's a 6th floor building across the way where the sun passes. And at this time of year, the sun, just barely peeks over the roof. And I need a lot of light to do my painting work. Like this one that I'm working on right now. Can you see it? It's fun. It's called 98100 Rue Oberkampf. Okay, the bad part about getting an atelier is the expense. It's like paying another rent. We found some places that aren't so bad. And also I'm going to look at some shared spaces. And you have to stay in France, in Europe, where, this sanitary authoritarianism, this crisis that they won't let pass, which without taking full advantage of. And you can go check out my website to get yourself a sweet t-shirt if you like. And for instance, what I like about working at home is that if I get an idea, if I'm inspired, I can just go and work on it right away. But it might be nice to have 2 separate places, a place to work and a place to live, and just jot down ideas and hope you'll have the energy the next day. So anyway, that's why I was reaching out to my good friends to see if they have any contacts in the US. Oh, there's someone there. Allô, c'est qui là-bas? Il y a quelqu'un qui regarde en ce moment. Bonjour. And voila quoi. So thanks Ma for the references, and I've been bouncing these ideas mostly in my head and a bit with my woman. And so what I also, part of my purpose of reaching out was that I wanted to see if I'm missing anything, see if anyone, given these variables, if anyone has any options or an opinion upon which is the better idea. For the record, the coof, I don't care. I'm just over it, okay? No fear, all right? Isn't that the sticker they had in the 90s? Merci beaucoup, mes amis. Comment allez-vous? Au revoir.